I like that music. I like the.
You like that version?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Actors Couch. We are your hosts. I am Jamise.
And I'm Jerome. Today we doing the movie review on The Lion King.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my childhood. Oh.
right? So how did you feel about it?
You know what, Jerome? I didn't hate it.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
I didn't hate it. It was okay. It for what it was okay.
Right.
So I'd give it a solid B plus, and that's solid.
So what would you rate it between 1 through 5?
Like a 3, maybe. No more than a 3.25. Like 3.25. Like it's not the same. It's not the same. And there's a lot of reasons why it's not the same. We'll get into those.
Right.
So what about you?
Honestly, I'll rate the movie a 2.5. A 2 point.
All right.
The reason why I give it a 2.5 is because, for one, the visuals of the movie, excellent, amazing, completely amazing. I love the visuals.
They looked like real damn lions.
Yes, but I think that's the problem when it comes into, because you can't see the emotions of.
Dude, I wrote that on the paper.
Hey, yep, there you
I
go.
literally wrote that on the paper. I was like, I cannot. They are not emoting at all.
Right.
Their faces
Right.
are stiff as hell.
Right.
It's so awkward to look at.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, okay, that's why it's kind of hard to connect with them, or when they get to them moments when it's like, supposed to be a touching moment, but you can't connect because they faces is it's not showing nothing.
When Mufasa died, I was like, okay, Simba has got to be emotional here. This is his father died, not a tear.
Right.
And I get it because he's a real lion, so he can't cry like human tears.
Another thing that I'm mad about, because also in the original Lion King, I'll be watching videos about dogs and cats reacting to the Lion King, and they was reacting to it. But the reason why it was because in the original version, they let the animals play real body language of an animal. So that's how the animals was able to react, because they know, okay, when the ears go down, your tail behind your back, they sad, or the animal knows the reaction. So when it came to the live action version, you would expect the same thing, but I didn't see none of that.
He was
I
stiff as a board.
Right. I'm like, how is this 2019 and you're not showing what a natural animal would react to a situation? Like, their body language, that's how animals communicate, is their whole body language.
Right. I think the disconnect is just because they made them so realistic.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, the Lion King is based on anthropomorphic animals. They're not supposed to be able to speak or have human-like emotions like that anyway.
Right.
So to take a live action thing, which they made CGI, obviously it wasn't all completely live action, and try to force like lions to have the human muscle bones that we have in our eyebrows that make us do this, or make their eyes turn when they say it's not, you can't do it. Now in the cartoon you could do it because it's a cartoon, you can draw it that way. And of course, like you said, other animals can relate to that because they see that that's what they do in the real world. But you can't do that necessarily with like CGI and trying to, because it looked alien-esque. It's like y'all look real, but y'all acting like robots.
Right. Somebody posted a picture of they was like, this is how Lion King should have been, but it was like they had the live action version and then like the cartoon type version. So it was like they was comparing contrasting or whatever. The cartoon part of it was, they looked too cartoonish. I'm like, people was like, yeah, it should have been like this. I'm like, no, it shouldn't, because the movie is realistic looking. If you put a cartoon face on a realistic movie, it's
take you right out.
It's not gonna match. You can be like,
take you right out.
That don't look right.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. See, for me, I feel like it would have been significantly better if they did motion capture. You know how they do Caesar for Planet of the Apes, where he's an animal, but he's a real person.
I felt the same way.
You see what I mean? If they had actors in mocap suits, they could have made the lions any way they wanted, and then the emotions would have shown their face, because it would have been.
Yep, that's the same way how they do.
Guardians
yes, the raccoon. Yeah, that's how they did the raccoon. Yes. That's why I say I felt like they could have played with the faces of the animals more. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So what parts did you like besides the visuals?
You know what, Jerome? I liked Timon and Pumbaa. I liked the comedic relief of the movie. This movie had no business making me laugh like it did. No business at all. I'm too grown to be laughing at these jokes, but they are hilarious. They casted Timon and Pumbaa perfectly. Zazu was funny too. I liked John Oliver as Zazu. His ad-libbing was funny. Again, the visuals were amazing. I liked that it at least tried to stay within the realms of the original.
Yeah, okay.
It didn't go so far left that it was like, oh, we making this a whole new movie. Like they did that with Jungle Book.
I didn't see Jungle Book.
Good.
Okay. I never was a fan of Jungle Book anyway. So
good, fantastic.
Okay.
They still made it a musical.
Yeah.
They still were singing the songs. I will admit, some of them songs, we'll get to them in a second. Some of them songs were rough. But yeah, just all in all, I didn't go in there with high expectations anyway. The nostalgic part of me, the 90s baby in me who saw the original, who felt what happened when Mufasa died the first time, I was like, well, first of all, I'm going in this knowing what the fuck happens. so the surprise of the movie is ruined. I'm just trying to see if they stick to the material.
Yeah, okay.
If they stick to the material to at least this degree, then I'm satisfied. And they did that for me. They did it.
See, with me, I'm the complete opposite as far as the jokes goes, because I'm so used to the original, especially when you watched it as a kid. You know the whole movie from word for word. I was
you waiting to say the last and they don't say
it. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't say this. He's supposed to go over there when that happened. Wait a minute. When Simba walked down to the elephant graveyard, times he's supposed to come out like, no, wrong. What the fuck is this? They missed the whole shit up.
Oh my god.
Then, like some of the jokes I was waiting on. I'm like,
that didn't hit.
What a joke at?
Right.
What?
The every time that I farted joke for Hakuna Matata, they ruined that joke. That was my least favorite part of that song.
Yeah, they did.
Because the whole joke is to not say it in front of the kids. That's the fun. And that was the theater was full of kids.
Right. And then another thing that made me mad, they cut Scar little musical thing off.
Thank God.
I like that music.
You like that version?
Yes. Wait, no, I'm talking about the original.
No, yeah. Oh, okay. No,
I like the original one. Now I was mad they didn't play all his.
Do you know why?
Why?
Could you hear him? He sounded terrible, Jerome.
Oh.
Who want to hear that for 3-4 minutes? Jerome, I kid you not, I was in the theater like this. And my boyfriend looked at me and said, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "This is so bad. Like, this sounds awful."
Wow.
And when they cut to the very end and hit the top, I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah.
There's a reason why they made this 30 seconds long.
Okay. And that's another thing with him. I feel like his voice wasn't sinister enough. It wasn't more. It didn't put that fear in me. Like.
No, I felt like get out of here. You know, shut up, Scar.
And that's another thing. Like when for me, it was like. I ain't like the first half. When they get older, I like that part better. I like the second half when they older so much better than the first part. I don't know why, but it's something.
Yeah, I don't know. The first part was just really stiff for me.
Yeah, it was.
Those kids, I mean, they're fine actors, fine, but
the voice didn't match.
Voices didn't match at all.
Yeah, the voice didn't match to me.
Did not match. So, and also something weird happened with them. Did you notice that the sound was off? Because I felt like maybe it was at the theater I went to, but. Whenever the music would come up, it would be at a certain volume. But as soon as
the same thing. When I'm in a movie, I'm like, it's not. I don't know if it's not loud enough or it's not.
It's not. It sounded so disconnected. Like you clearly hear that the artist sang this somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they just used the music from the original.
I felt the same way. I felt the exact same way.
So weird. You can't take the original song and then put modernized singing in it. It doesn't match. It doesn't mesh well.
Speaking of singing, I thought Beyonce and Danny Glover did a great job.
I like that too, but I wish she stopped running on every damn thing. Can you
Here come the Beehive.
The love tonight. Shut up, Beyonce.
Low-key, I was like, it could have been a little simple. Could have just kept it simple.
Leave it alone.
You know, Beyonce got for her little.
Otherwise, Look here, let me just go ahead and say I'm a huge fan of Beyonce. I'm not hating. I'm not mad.
Right. Come on, please, Beehive. Leave us alone.
It's called a joke.
Right. It's an opinion.
She's a billionaire. She could give a fuck about what I think. Okay. I'll say one thing. I went in there thinking, okay, Beyonce. Phenomenal singer, great entertainer, not the best actress on the planet, and that's okay. She can't do everything.
Right.
So my first thing is like, okay, she can't emote either. So I'm watching a stiff ass lion, and here she come with her stiff ass country accent. I'm like, okay, let's see how this work out.
Oh.
But I will say I was shocked.
Thank you. Okay.
She did.
Yeah, she did a great job.
She did okay.
Yeah.
I was not mad at her at all.
Okay, I can watch this now.
I believe her.
Yeah. Right.
Lions! I'm like, listen to her. Do y'all know who she is?
Another thing that I like what they did was they showed when Nala was leaving the pride. I never seen. I love that part.
I love
that part
so
had me in
much.
chills. I was like, oh shit, she's gonna get caught. Even though I know she's not about to get caught.
They showed what happened between the time that Simba was growing up with Timon and Pumbaa. Like, I wanted to know that as well. Like, okay, they just grew up, and how did she even get over here? Like, how did she cross? I liked that. Oh Jesus, Rafiki.
Stiff.
Damn.
Old.
Who the hell?
Stiff. Old.
See, if the original Rafiki wasn't dead, he'd have done it too. May he rest in peace. But
I thought the voice was okay with it.
The voice was fine, but
the stiffness of it all.
The chanting. He spoke English.
Yeah.
I get it. It's in Africa. I get it. I get it. But Rafiki spoke English, and there were so many very important lines that Rafiki said in the original that he didn't say in this one that genuinely made me mad. When he first met up with Simba, and then he going back and forth, was like, oh, I don't know myself, whatever. And so he goes, so to tell him that he knows who he is, he's supposed to say, he's like, oh, you have no idea who you are. He's like, you don't know who I am either. He's like, yes, I do. You're Mufasa's boy.
Right.
And he's supposed to be like, wait, what the? And he's supposed to take off running.
Yep.
And in this one,
he's supposed to hit him in the head,
right.
too.
In this one, he like, I held the son of Mufasa. What the fuck does that mean? Like, who cares? Who are you?
Right.
That does not make clear that you know who this is. Because
right.
Mufasa's son could be anybody. But in the first one, he tells him, you're Mufasa's boy.
Yeah.
You're Simba. I know who you are. Now, I held the son of Mufasa. Who the fuck is that? Okay. You held the son of Mufasa. Who is it?
Right.
And then the running through the jungle part, they messed all that up.
Yeah, they did. They messed that one up.
The music wasn't even right. It's supposed to be fast paced and heartbeat, and you're supposed to be feeling like Simba, like shit. Where do I go? What's happening?
Yep.
Messed all that up. Messed up the clouds, Jerome. Messed up the clouds.
You know what? I kind of like the clouds, even though I was kind of mad they didn't show his face.
That was the whole point.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
The lines in the original are so poignant. The first thing Mufasa says when he sees Simba, when he comes up in clouds, is, my son, you've forgotten me.
Yep.
Do you even hear that?
Right,
and he's like, no, how could I? He's like, you've forgotten who you are and have so forgotten me. That's I know these lines, okay? Yeah. I know him. And I'm just looking at him like, he ain't saying none of this. And I'm all respect to James Earl Jones. He just wanted to go home and take a nap in this movie.
Now, for him, do you feel like his voice wasn't the same in the original?
Well, he's 80 years old, Jerome. This movie was made 20 years ago.
Okay, you're right, yeah.
Like I said, James Earl Jones desperately wanted to take a nap during this entire movie. Again, no disrespect to James Earl Jones. He's a phenomenal actor. I love him.
Yeah.
He was so sleepy in this movie. Before sunrise.
Because for me,
your son.
When I was like, okay, when I think back to the original, I was like, okay, his voice was all powerful and it put fear in you.
He was young then.
Yeah, but now I'm like,
you're asking him to get lung capacity he don't have. Could you be more? Oh. I'm 80 years old.
Okay, so what about how you feel about the hyenas?
I was just gonna get to them. I like that they made Shenzi a alpha female.
Because
I liked that.
That is true, and with the hyenas, because females are bigger than the males, and they are dominant over the males. So I like that.
Yeah.
But same thing with them. I was like, what a joke said.
No jokes.
Whoever they had playing Ed, I'm like, he wasn't supposed to talk. He was supposed to be retarded. Like,
but see, you can't say retarded. See, that's why. You see, that's exactly why he wasn't that way. Sorry, y'all. We just started and we already messed it up. No, but honestly, I said the same thing to Jake. I was like, because he had the same question. He's like, how come Ed wasn't, I was like, babe, we live in a different society now. And people will look at that and
people are oversensitive.
No, they are. I'm agreeing with you, but hey, it is what it is. People are like, hey, my son does that. It's like, it's a cartoon, lady. And I know it's live action, but damn. Do you see how stupid it sounds? I'm just.
How would somebody coming along, be in the movie, be like, hey, my son does that. We not gonna watch this movie. Just start a protest and strike the Lion King.
No one to the Lion King. They're making fun of my boy. It's like, ma'am, go sit down somewhere.
Oh my God.
Maybe you need some medication.
Right.
But again, see that they could, because people would do that. And this generation, one Becky or two is going to do that. Yeah. It may be a Shalonda, who knows? Somebody would be mad enough to get up and be upset. So that's why that is. But yeah, the hyenas, no jokes. They don't pass.
Yeah, it wasn't no joke.
Wasn't funny at all. And then again, they mess with the part when Simba runs off away, and they standing there, and she says, "Go kill him." There was supposed to be like at least 2 or 3 lines of dialogue in there that Shenzi was there for. I don't know why she took off in the scene, because they all like, well, he couldn't survive that.
Right.
And so what's Ed was not Ed, the other one.
The other one, I forgot his name. He supposed to have fell with him.
Yes.
I was waiting for him to come out and be like, call them Captain's butt, and then
stupid, dumb.
They took the committee.
And if you ever come back, we'll kill you. Like,
Right.
where are those? See? And that's when I said, like, it's empty.
You know what really pissed me off? When Scar killed Simba.
When he
I
killed
was
Simba
waiting.
or Mufasa?
Scar had killed Mufasa.
Yeah.
At the end, I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The line he supposed to deliver, he didn't deliver the way he
At
supposed to
all.
have whisper
Exactly.
it. It supposed to
Yeah. Long live defeats the whole. It's supposed to be menacing. It's supposed to be shocking because it's your own brother, yo. It's not like they've been enemies their entire lives. Mufasa has no idea Scar is this vindictive. He knows he's a cunt, but he knows he's not like the. That's the best way to describe Scar. Okay. But he don't think he murdered his ass. So when he says, "Brother, help me," there's actually a part where his like arm is reaching out. Kind of, again, you can't do this because it's live action, whatever.
Yeah.
And and Scar jumps out and gets even the scream from getting his paws punctured by the claws was stiff as fuck.
It was.
Like,
it was.
It was ridiculous. And he's supposed to lean in slow.
Thank you.
Long
Live the king.
bitch. Simba's no at the end was cut short. It's supposed to echo into the cavern and not the cavern, into the gore, and it didn't. It just went, no!
And then you know another thing that made me mad? When Scar told Zazu to get help. No.
you're supposed to hit him,
right. Zazu supposed to be freaking out like,
Right.
oh my God, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I gonna get help.
Yep.
Boom. Last podcast we did, we was talking about Aladdin. Now I see what people was talking about when they said, you know, how people was mad about Aladdin not being spot on with the original.
Yes.
But I was like, okay, I get that, but at the same time, I'm like, the difference between Aladdin and the Lion King is that with Aladdin, you gotta realize these are humans, and you cannot imitate everything you do in an animation of something.
Right.
You just can't.
Yeah.
It's not gonna look the same. So you should see. I still think you should see Aladdin. It's good. I thought the movie was good.
Will.
It was
One
really
day
good.
I will sit my ass down and watch it.
Aladdin was good, but I do understand why people was upset with Aladdin, because now I'm like, okay, Lion King, my favorite movie all time. I know this movie from word to word.
Yep.
And y'all just kind of.
I was sitting in the theater mouthing shit that they weren't saying. I'm like,
That's the same thing.
Not saying
That's
that.
the same thing I was
gonna
doing.
say this line. No. Okay. All right. Cool. I was almost mad from the very beginning because it's supposed to open with pitch blackness. And the sun is supposed to be the thing that lights up the screen.
Yeah.
It started off with a tree, and I turned to Jake and I was like, they done fucked it up. they done fucked it up already. They started it wrong. And they finally went, nah. I was like, oh, okay. All right, there it is.
Right.
But again, it had to be realistic. It's cartoon, real. I get it. But you know what? It wasn't bad.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. Yeah. It was okay. Like I said, the visuals of the movie was amazing. I freaking love the visuals.
The animals in the beginning, drum, I almost cried at how beautiful that was. The circle of life before that lady started screaming and busting my eardrum. Damn, she was loud. That lady was from the day we. I'm like, oh my God, lady, shit.
I was wondering how they was gonna do Can't Wait to Be King. I was wondering how they was gonna do that, and I'm like, yeah.
No. That ain't how you do it. Oh, it was so stiff. Oh, I got secondhand embarrassment.
Simba's face was so stiff.
Just can't wait to be a kid. Come on now.
And then wait. Then when they was when Simba and Nala was doing the tumbling.
What is this pinja? This is not pinja.
I'm like, that did not happen. She supposed to
That did not happen.
do it like that. She
Pinja, let me up. They're supposed to fight him. Right. The whole point is the tumble and then her throwing him to the ground. Talking about some pinja. I would forgive the movie if there weren't so many vital things missing from it.
Yeah.
The whole "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" was wrong, Jerome. It was in the damn time.
I thought it was in the daytime.
Not all the way through the song. Toward the end, it's nighttime. Remember?
You're right.
That thing was in the daylight the whole time. And I'm like, is it ever gonna be night? Ever?
Yeah.
He didn't push her in the water. She didn't get up with his fur. He didn't do any of that. They didn't run through the forest with the butterflies. They didn't do the tuck and roll.
That. It was. I remember that part.
I was too mad about the water thing to pay attention. I'm like,
but yeah, it supposed to been He supposed to went swimming,
they
then grabbed her under
they didn't
the water.
hug and roll down the thing, and she didn't land on top of him, or underneath him or whatever. She did give him a little kiss on the cheek, and I thought that was stupid because it was
lick.
far more romantic when it was the two of them just looking at each other. Because he was supposed to be shocked by it. When she kissed him, he was just like, cool, and then kept on going. It's like, no, it's supposed to shock you, dude. You ain't seen it. Like, I'm assuming lions get that age in like what,
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Like 2 years, you've been gone. She fucking lick you, like sexual harassment. Hello, you didn't ask for that, Simba.
Another thing I was waiting on, and I knew they wasn't gonna do it when Puma and Simone was the bait. I was waiting for that song.
I will say though, that made me laugh. It was cheesy and weird, but it made me laugh. I was like, ow, get it. They take off. Dude, it was, I'm sorry.
I hated that one. I hated it.
It was funny. But again, it's a different time now.
It is.
Seeing a meerkat in a hula skirt with a pig with an apple in his mouth to symbolize that he's dying probably won't fly over with certainty.
Okay, but what about the message in the beginning? Okay,
cats.
well, but what about the message in the beginning? If you want to say that.
I don't know these people.
No, I'm saying, okay, if people want to say that, you go, okay, what about the whole Lion King message in the beginning about the circle of life, whatever? You got all these animals bowing down to the king as if they the higher power, like they supposed to be happy they about to get eaten.
It's the circle of life, Jerome.
Right, but they all come.
The antelopes will eventually eat them back. The circle of life.
I get it, but it's like they bow down to the higher power. The lions are the higher power. We finna bow down to, like they finna willingly let them eat them, and that. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching the Author's Couch. Thank you guys for watching our reaction and our review on the Lion King movie and all the other stuff we was talking about too. Yeah,
we're gonna do that periodically.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a main topic, and then we'll go off and talk about some minor topics.
So please make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment on our posts, on our videos. Make sure you hit that notification bell for you to get the notification when we post new videos. Thank you again for watching us. Please help and support the channel. Make sure you tell a friend about us and help us grow. And that is it.
Deuces.